The soft life isn't just all about oat milk lattes and spa days. It is about boundaries, self respect, and no longer settling. We have another fun, exciting video for you. Today I'm going to be speaking on how low self-worth can lead to burnout, bad money moves, and draining relationships. Now, I don't want to waste your time, and I know that you probably don't want to watch the whole entire video, so I am going to list the chapters right here with the timestamps. So if any of those relate to you, please go check them out. Take what you need from this video, and let's keep it rolling. I used to be a victim to the yes girl trap. I used to say yes to absolutely everything because I had the fear of missing out. I had FOMO. And a lot of people do have FOMO. I still have FOMO, but this time I know how to manage it in the sense where I don't say yes to things that I know will lead to burnout, not something that I actually want to do. And also, I don't want to have to leave my house, get ready, and go somewhere if it's not something that serves me, fulfills my bucket, or builds on relationships. So now I take that yes girl era and I change that yes girl era to yes me era in the sense that I'm okay if I disappoint others with saying no. I don't want to burn myself out. I don't want to lead to mental, emotional exhaustion. And I want to have time for myself. I work a 9 to 5. I work 5 days a week. At the end of the day, I want to do stuff that fills my bucket and that I genuinely want to do because I don't want to be wasting my time, other people's efforts. And I want to do something that actually motivates me, inspires me, and makes me happy. And also too, the yes girl era can lead into like people pleasing with your wallet. Why would you want to go out on a night that you genuinely want to stay home and just chill on the couch? And if you go out and you spend say like $200 at the bar or, gambling, doing whatever you want to do at a show, and it really didn't satisfy anything that you wanted to do that night, then it's almost like it's a waste of money and time when you regret your decision of going. So you're basically like overspending to feel liked or validated. And that is just not fitting into our values. We shouldn't be buying our friends. We shouldn't be having their expectation that you're going to pay for everything or that you're going to be the one to pick up the check at the end of the meal. You're not going to be the one to be like, guys, come, like I'll buy. Sometimes that's okay, but if their expectation is that of you all the time, then they're not your real friends and they're just using you for your money. And this kind of leads me into my next point that if these are your friends and this is what their expectation is of you, then I think you can do better. You should not be settling for friends like that. You should be settling for friends that actually want to hang out with you, actually want to spend time with you, actually want to get to know you and learn about your life and help you in situations when you feel down or you need a helping hand. These friends that are just using you for your money or clout or whatever are not your true friends. And this can be exhausting because you, at the end of the day, probably think that you may become emotionally unavailable. And this can lead to draining relationships because you think that you can't do better, but you can. You just have to find those people. You have to network. You have to go out. You have to find people that genuinely care about you and are interested in your life. And honestly, like the best thing is when people remember aspects of your life and you remember aspects of theirs because you genuinely care. And I think this is what really helps develop relationships and keeps those friends coming back time and time again just to check in on you or to maybe like go out for coffee. It keeps a relationship. And those friends where you're like,
oh, like I don't see them all the time, but we catch up and it's like nothing's ever changed.
those are the best types of friends because honestly, there's no expectations on either side, but you're there for each other, you support each other, you're interested in each other's lives. Like me and my friend Julianne, we didn't used to see each other all the time, and we caught up for coffee one day and we were there for 4 hours. We were there from like 8 a.m. until 1. So like it was a long ass time and we caught up so much, and honestly like our relationship has not been better. And honestly, I think that was like a turning point in our friendship, but we've been friends for years, but it was so nice. And now we like go to Pilates together. We catch up all the time. Like it is just such a wholesome friendship and I cherish and value it so much. And I know that she does the same. So don't lower your standards of friendships, relationships. Deep down, you believe that you deserve more. And I want you to hold yourself to that truth. Now, once you start developing this mentality that you deserve more, you deserve better, you're really focusing on yourself and saying yes to you, then I think that there's really telltale signs that your self worth is leveling up, and I'm going to share them with you. So, like I had mentioned, saying no without explaining. So, you can say no because in your mind, in your heart, in your gut, you know that that is the right move for you and you are okay with that. By setting boundaries and being unapologetically yourself, this will allow you to not hold guilt because this is genuinely what you want. And by saying no, you're creating space for you and what you deserve and what you actually want to do instead of something that you're giving energy to that does not serve you. So you do not need to over apologize. You do not need to say no to something and then be like,
Oh my gosh, but I'm so sorry. Like,
and then ruminate on that. You don't need to do that. You can just say you're sorry once or apologize for something and then move on. Because if you're ruminating, you're taking up space. You're mentally exhausting yourself where you need rest and you need to disassociate, remove yourself from that situation and start prioritizing yourself. So, like I had mentioned earlier, once you provide that peace, then you can walk away instead of trying to convince someone of your value. And then going back to that money aspect, when you save money or spend it with intention, it becomes a form of self respect and you're protecting your peace instead of trying to overspend and overcompensate for other people. And last but not least, the best sign that you can tell that your self worth is leveling up is you don't chase, you attract. So by letting go of the things that don't serve you, that don't need you, you're opening up the doors for you to be chosen, whether that's you choosing yourself first, a romantic partner choosing you, or a family member choosing you, work choosing you. By allowing this new energy to come into your life, you're getting rid of the old energy and you're making room for that manifestation, for this new era of bringing things into your life that will just make things better, more exciting, new challenges. Just trust me when I say to not chase things and instead attract it, manifest it. The time will come when you will start to realize that everything is falling into place because you are making it happen. A couple daily rituals that help with reinforcing self-trust are morning check-ins. So not just like a checklist of everything that you need to do, but actually like looking in the mirror, focusing on how you feel and not just like what you need to do. And sticking to those tiny promises to yourself. Like if you want to drink some water, work out, show up for your skincare, all of that stuff counts towards making a trustworthy partner within yourself because this builds the evidence that you can rely on yourself, and having that self-trust, that self-worth, it just makes you glow from the inside out. And this again will attract and manifest everything that you need to come into your life because you're doing the work internally. And when you start budgeting, this is a form of self-care because if you look at your numbers regularly, you look at your bank account, you look at your bills regularly, you're trying not to avoid them. And I know we all want to avoid them, trust me, but it's just life. And when you provide financial clarity to yourself and you look yourself in the mirror and you say, okay,
this is what we need to do. We need to stop spending on this. We need to cut down on that.
to give yourself more financial freedom or to save or whatever your financial goals may be, then this allows for personal power and more control in your life around your finances. I remember when there was a time where I was saving up for a house and I did not want to spend money at all. And I feel like these habits kind of stick with me even though I'm not saving up for a house anymore, but I just feel like I've adopted some of those traits and they stick with me, that sometimes if I'm like buying a high ticket item, I cry inside a little bit because I know maybe I shouldn't be doing that, but a part of my life where I'm like successful warrants for that, and that's okay. But sometimes I just feel like we need to celebrate those little wins and acknowledge growth, whether that's like walking away, healing from something, anything like internal, we can celebrate that. And it doesn't always have to be like a promotion at work or hitting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like there's those different aspects of emotional celebration and emotional growth within yourself that should be celebrated all the time and not just the milestones in our physical life, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. A quiet win could even be like if you're in an argument and you're staying calm, that's growth. That's development. That's a win in my book. So you should celebrate that. And I mean, you don't need to go buy yourself a Louis Vuitton bag because you stayed calm in an argument. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes these internal development changes within us are warrant to be celebrated, because that is huge. Like, I started going to therapy, and now, like, in an argument, like, I see the way that I would have reacted previously, and I try to fix that. I can still pick up those old traits that I do want to just like lash out or, hyper react. But now that I've been going to therapy, I kind of take that, catch myself doing it, and then flip the narrative to stay calm, and also try to take that other person's perspective and how I can react so that they aren't continuously reacting to my reaction, but instead trying to stay calm and then like have a discussion instead of an argument. Not just in arguments, but in everyday life, I'm making that a priority, because by protecting my peace, I don't overcommit. I don't have a toxic relationship with my friends or my personal relationship, my colleagues, none of that. And I don't try to have any like toxic scrolling. I try not to have any guilt for resting, because I am a go, go, go person that I love to fill my days with as much content creating or editing as I can. But when sometimes I just need to rest, I try to remind myself that that's okay, because everyone deserves rest. And if you don't rest, your body will tell you when to rest. And it'll do that by either getting sick, you'll feel run down, and you won't be there to show up for yourself or other people in your life. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you do want to learn more about money tips and ways to save, check out this video right here and take a friend who deserves a softer, not harder life. My name is Megan May. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like button, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.